When Jesus came, he lived a life no other man could live. And with one touch, he brought the healing no one else could give. He claimed to be the Son of God, for this he was betrayed. Judged, crucified, they pierced his side, sealed his body in a grave. They sealed him in a grave. But God raised him up by the power that lights the stars, by the power that formed the earth and spread the oceans far, the power that formed a life and form it again. God raised him up by this same power. God raised him up by this same power. By this same power. When Jesus died, the ones who knew him best could not believe. So sure were they that he was gone, that they hid themselves in fear. The doors were barred, the windows locked, their empty tears ran down. How could this one they trusted in now be lying in the ground? Now be lying in the ground. But God raised him up by the power that lights the stars, by the power that formed the earth and spread the oceans far, the power that forms a life can form it again. God raised him up by this same power. God raised him up by this same power, very same power, very same power. And still today, throughout this world, his people call his name. As hatred, cruelty, and death resist his holy claim. Though we may die, in him we live, we see his empty grave. His promise and his words of life are the hope beyond the grave. The hope beyond the grave. But God raised him up by the power that lights the stars, by the power that formed the earth and spread the oceans far, the power that formed a life can form it again. God raised him up by this same power. God raised him up by this same power, very same power. God raised him up by this same power. But God raised him up by the power that lights the stars, by the power that formed the earth and spread the oceans far, the power that formed a life and form it again. God raised him up by the same power. Oh, God raised him up by the same power. God raised him up by the same power. Very same power. Power that lights the stars, power that formed the earth. But the same power, the same power. God raised him up. God raised him up by the same power. God raised him up.